Humanitarian aid in Gaza. Can it rebuild lives after months of conflict? A very important question. So, we'll start with this question. The recent ceasefire between Israel and Hamas provides a glimmer of hope for Gaza's devastated population, but much remains to be done in terms of rebuilding lives and infrastructure. Humanitarian aid plays a crucial role in the immediate aftermath of the conflict, yet the long term challenges of recovery are immense. Now, there is a question: can humanitarian aid in Gaza truly rebuild lives after, months of destruction? So, we'll see these points. First one is the scale of destruction, then, second is the role of humanitarian aid. Third one is access and distribution challenges. Fourth one is long-term reconstruction needs. Fifth one is psychological and social impact. Sixth one is the need for political will and cooperation. Seventh one is the role of international support. And at the last we'll discuss conclusion. So let's start with the first heading, which is the scale of destruction. So if we talk about the state of destruction, we can say that Gaza has faced severe damage to its infrastructure, including homes, schools, hospitals, and water systems. Power supply. This destruction has left civilians without basic necessities. While families while families have been displaced and public services have been decimated, humanitarian aid will be critical in addressing these immediate needs, but the sheer scale of damage requires a sustained and comprehensive efforts. Second one is the role of humanitarian aid. Here we can say here we can say international aid organizations including the United Nations and Red Cross have pledged to provide food, clean water, medical supplies and shelter. These efforts will directly address the immediate needs of the population and help prevent further loss of life. However, the influx of aid must be carefully coordinated to ensure that it reaches the people who need it most without delays caused by bureaucratic or political hurdles. Third one is access and distribution challenges. One of the key challenges facing humanitarian efforts is ensuring that aid can reach those who need it. The blockade on Gaza, ongoing political tensions, and the security concerns complicate the distribution of aid. Coordinating efforts with local authorities and overcoming these logistic obstacles will be essential to ensuring that aid is effective. Fourth one is the long term reconstruction needs. While emergency relief is critical, rebuilding Gaza will require far more than short term aid. Reconstruction efforts will need to address long term housing, healthcare, education, and employment needs. However, the ongoing blockade and political instability could hinder sustained economic recovery, making it difficult for Gaza to rebuild in a meaningful way without lasting peace. Fifth one is the psychological and social impact. Beyond the physical damage, the psychological toll on Gaza's residents is immense. The trauma of the living through months of conflict, loss and displacement has left lasting scars. Humanitarian efforts must include mental health support, counseling, and community rebuilding programs to help people heal from the psychological wounds of war. Sixth one is the need for political will and cooperation. Humanitarian aid can only go so far without political will to create an environment conducive to recovery. The leadership of both Israel and Hamas, as well as the international community, must prioritize long term peace building efforts and negotiate terms that allow for lasting stability in Gaza. Without this cooperation, aid efforts risk being undermined by renewed conflict or political deadlock. Seventh one is the role of international support. Global cooperation will be essential in rebuilding Gaza. Financial support from the international community, along with the expertise of aid organizations, can provide the resources necessary for reconstruction. However, this support must be paired with the diplomatic push to create a framework for peace and security, ensuring that Gaza can rebuild not just physically but politically as well. Now there is conclusion. So humanitarian aid is crucial for providing immediate relief to Gaza's population, but it is not enough on its own. The true challenge lies in rebuilding Gaza's infrastructure, economy, and social fabric, which will require a sustained, coordinated effort from both local leaders and the international community. Long term recovery will depend on political stability, peace building, and the collective will to invest in Gaza's future. Thank you for watching.